convinced that we will destroy, unfortunately, a lot of employment. Just think of self-guided cars and all the drivers losing their jobs. Let's look at the bank employees and so on.
If you're left behind, you're facing something far worse, which is to be completely irrelevant. They won't even need you as a serf or as a slave.
Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Crypto Teacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly down. But guys, we know we're the only game in town on the weekend. We had futures yesterday, so we expected that pullback. But guys, we are watching fiat currencies die right in front of our eyes. And we also see the 4th Industrial Revolution being built right in front of our eyes. We had Elon Musk revealing the robot, Optimus, and he's not going to get a lot of pushback because, of course, the millennials love him. They're not doing any research. They're not conscious. They don't know he's an NWO puppet pushing the agenda. And we're seeing where the robots, algorithms, and drones are going to be taking over the economy. Automation is moving so fast. I get so many of my Patreon members sending me all the automation has taken over, and it doesn't make any news. And when you're looking at these automation videos, you notice something. There's no employees in it. But guys, I did a short video on Optimus. Make sure you check it out. I know a lot of you been asking me to do shorts, so I'll do a few every now and then. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators this week. We should have a pretty good week. And that is yield rates. Make sure you're paying attention to yield rates. They were rising on Friday. We see the stock market get another shellacking. And then also, guys, we have volume, we have Tether, and then we have USDC. And we have Axelar network set to integrate with Circle as its plans to increase its cross-chain compatibility. And guys, we know it's all about operability with these blockchains. And guys, don't forget, back in June, Circle launched Eurocoin and didn't make any news. And then, guys, of course, we have the Fed. Repo breaks another record at 2.4 trillion. And guys, we know what this repo is for. We're starting to see countries selling U.S. treasuries, and we know this is the Fed's safety net. And we know China has sold over $1 trillion. So as China and Russia get off the dollar, India get off the dollar, and these other BRICS nations, the emerging markets, we know the currency war is going to start to begin. We know Russia had already expected sanctions back in 2014, so they were already ready for them. We see the ruble getting stronger, and we know China and Russia's relationship is very important to the change of the New World Order. The United States reserve currency will lose its ranking, and we'll have the rise of the digital yuan right with the Belt and Road. The only thing I have to do is look at the Belt and Road and see all the countries that are involved. And that's the reason why the Build Back Better by Biden was so important. The Inflation Reduction Act, because that allows manufacturing to come back to the United States. Because you can't be at war with somebody and buying all their products. It doesn't work. We know the NWO is going to set up that big distraction. And who do we see leading the new digital economy? The emerging markets. The PayPal CEO said it best. It was much easier to move them over because of their society and their infrastructure. And the United States is the last place for freedom. That's the reason why they have to do what? Push fear in order to move along their agenda. But when you're conscious, you don't fall for it. That's the reason why the education is so important. Remember, with these digital currencies, CBDCs, remember, technology can be used for good or evil. This is great technology if it was used for the right purpose. But as we see with Chainlink and Swift, it brings all these blockchains into one, where Swift will be the main brain, getting all this information. And we know blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. You have absolutely no privacy. Plus, with CBDCs, they'll be able to tell you what, where, and when, and how to buy. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. But guys, starting in November, we're definitely going to be on a roller coaster ride, not just because the Fed is going to be raising rates again, because we know the midterms is going to be over, and we know they're going to push the foot on the gas when it comes to the Hegelian dialectic. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale. Grayscale moved up slightly to $17.18 billion. Don't forget to pay attention to the actual allocations. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Binance launches New Zealand-based offices following regulatory approval. And guys, we see these main exchanges moving the adoption of cryptocurrencies to new digital economy. And the reason why this is important, because it's a different name. It's not BlackRock. It's not JP Morgan. It's not Morgan Stanley. It's not Goldman Sachs. So the millennials and Generation Z are going to see these names. But guys, we know when it comes to funding these names, it's the same old banks. And lastly, we have how NFTs and the Metaverse can keep fashion luxurious. And why is the NWO pushing fashion, music, inside the Metaverse first? Because that's the entertainment. That's the things that the masses love. So we already see Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Tiffany already in the Metaverse. And then on top of it, creating those digital items. And then also you becoming an avatar in the Metaverse. So the Metaverse is becoming nothing but television. Athletes, actors, actresses, fashion. The Metaverse is television 2.0. And don't forget, you heard it from Cryptoteacher first. Because the fact is that now they'll be able to download the brain once you enter inside the Metaverse while you're having fun. Remember, the fourth industrial revolution is all about data. It's the new oil, the new land. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The new stock channel, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you do it before November 5th. We're about to turn it up on that channel, but I wanted to give people enough time to get up there. But we have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the C-Word, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.